Let's kick things off by exploring the eerie world of ghostly encounters. The fascination with the paranormal and the allure of the unexplained have captivated minds for centuries. Join me as we uncover the mysteries that lurk in the shadows. Imagine facing a presence you can't see, hearing whispers from unseen mouths, and feeling a cold touch in an empty room. The central challenge of encountering haunting experiences lies in the fear and uncertainty they bring. These stories test our beliefs and push the boundaries of the known. As we delve deeper, we uncover haunting stories that send shivers down the spine. From chilling whispers in the dead of night to shadowy figures lurking in the corners, each tale is a testament to the inexplicable. Brace yourself for a journey through the chilling unknown. Now prepare for the climax, the key moment that will leave you breathless. Picture a scene where the veil between the living and the dead is at its thinnest, where the supernatural meets the tangible. Get ready to experience the most intense and spine-tingling moment from one of these haunting stories. I remember the first time I heard the whispers. It was late at night, and I was alone in my room trying to fall asleep. The house was silent, but then, out of nowhere, I heard them. At first, I thought it was just my imagination playing tricks on me. But as the whispers grew louder, I knew that something was not right. I couldn't make out what the voices were saying, but they sounded urgent, almost desperate. I felt a chill run down my spine as I lay there, paralyzed with fear. I wanted to get up and investigate, but something held me back. It was as if a force beyond my control was keeping me in bed, trapped in the darkness. The whispers continued throughout the night, haunting me with their eerie presence. I tried to drown them out by burying my head under the covers, but it was no use. They seemed to be coming from all around me, surrounding me in a cocoon of fear. As the days went by, the whispers grew more frequent. I could hear them in the kitchen, in the living room, even in the bathroom. It was as if they were following me, watching my every move. I started to feel like I was going crazy, like I was losing my grip on reality. I tried to tell my family about the whispers, but they just brushed it off as my imagination running wild. They said it was just the house settling, or the wind blowing through the trees. But I knew deep down that it was something more sinister, something that couldn't be explained away so easily. One night, as I lay in bed listening to the whispers, I felt a presence in the room with me. It was as if someone or something was standing right beside my bed, watching me with unseen eyes. I was too terrified to move, too scared to even open my eyes. And then, out of the darkness, a voice spoke to me. It was a low, guttural voice, filled with malice and hatred. It whispered my name, over and over again, like a curse. I felt a cold hand brush against my cheek, sending shivers down my spine. I wanted to scream, to run away, but I was frozen in place. The voice continued to whisper to me, telling me things that chilled me to the core. It spoke of death and despair, of darkness and decay. I could feel its words seeping into my soul, poisoning me from the inside out. I don't know how long the voice spoke to me that night. It felt like an eternity, like I was trapped in a nightmare from which I couldn't wake up. When morning finally came, the whispers were gone, but their presence lingered in the air like a foul stench. I tried to go about my daily life as if nothing had happened, but the whispers haunted me wherever I went. I could hear them in the rustling of the leaves, in the creaking of the floorboards, in the howling of the wind. They followed me like a shadow, a constant reminder of the darkness that lurked just beyond my sight. I knew then that I was not alone, that something malevolent was watching me, waiting for the right moment to strike. I could feel its eyes on me, cold and unfeeling, filled with a hunger that sent chills down my spine. And so, I lived in fear, always looking over my shoulder, always listening for the whispers that never seemed to go away. I tried to ignore them, to push them to the back of my mind, but they were always there, lurking in the shadows, waiting for me to let my guard down. I don't know what the whispers want from me, or why they chose me as their target. All I know is that they are real, that they are a force to be reckoned with, and as long as they continue to haunt me, I will never truly be free from their grasp. These tales remind us that the shadows are never empty. Spirits, curses, and the unknown lurk just out of sight, waiting to reveal themselves. Remember, if you hear a whisper in the dark, you might not be alone. Our last story revolves around a cursed object, a doll found in the attic of an old farmhouse by a young boy named Timmy. Timmy discovering the doll in the attic. The doll was old, with cracked porcelain skin and lifeless eyes. Timmy was fascinated by it, but his parents felt an immediate sense of dread. Strange things began to happen after the doll was brought into the house. Timmy playing with the doll, parents looking uneasy. Timmy's behavior changed. He became withdrawn and spoke to the doll as if it were alive. At night, the family heard eerie laughter and footsteps coming from Timmy's room. Timmy talking to the doll and eerie sounds at night. Desperate, the parents sought help from a local historian, Mrs. Green, who revealed the doll's dark history. It had belonged to a girl named Lucy who had died tragically. Her spirit was said to inhabit the doll, seeking revenge on anyone who wronged her. Mrs. Green explaining the doll's history to the parents. One night, the parents found Timmy standing over their bed, holding the doll, his eyes glazed and expressionless. The doll's eyes seemed to glow with a malevolent light. Timmy standing over his parents with the doll. Terrified, they knew they had to act. They took the doll to a priest who performed an exorcism. The doll's eyes flickered, and it let out a blood-curdling scream before falling silent. The priest did exorcism, and the doll screaming and then going silent. The curse was lifted, and Timmy returned to his normal self. The doll was buried deep in the woods, never to be found again. The family could finally live in peace, but the memory of the cursed doll haunted their dreams. Before we part ways, I invite you to share your own haunting experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more spine-chilling tales. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the mysteries that lie beyond the shadows.